The village of Matanda was small, where everyone knew each other. As children, Christabell and David were inseparable. They played by the river, shared roasted maize, and promised to love each other forever. But fate had other plans. When David was 14, his father lost his job, and they moved to the city in search of a better life. He and Christabell cried that night, holding hands until the last moment. "I will come back for you," David had whispered. Years passed. Letters stopped coming. Life moved on. Christabell, now 24, was no longer the carefree girl David had known. She was married to Kamu, a man with wealth and influence. But behind the grand house and expensive clothes, her life was a prison. Kamu was a cruel and controlling man. She lived in fear, hiding her bruises behind fake smiles. Then, one market day, the village buzzed with news. A rich businessman had returned after years abroad. He was investing in farms, building schools. People whispered his name, David. Christabell's heart pounded. Could it be her David? The next day, she saw him. Taller, stronger, with the confidence of a man who had seen the world. But his eyes, they were the same. When their gazes met, time froze. David recognized her instantly, but when he saw the gold ring on her finger, his face darkened. Christabell saw the pain in his eyes, but what could she do? She was a married woman. That night, Kamu noticed something was different. He had always been suspicious, always watching. "You saw him today, didn't you?" Kamu growled, his grip tightening on her wrist. Christabell tried to pull away. "He's just an old friend." But Kamu wasn't a fool. He knew love when he saw it. And he was not about to lose. The next day, David received a warning. A note slipped under his door. "Leave, or you will regret it." But David had waited years for Christabell. He wasn't leaving. He had to know, did she still love him? That night, he waited by the riverbank, the place where they had last held hands as children. Christabell came, her heart racing. "I never stopped loving you," she whispered. Neither had David. But before he could hold her, a shadow moved in the trees. Kamu. And he wasn't alone. A group of men surrounded David. Christabell screamed as they dragged him toward the river. Kamu stepped forward, his face twisted with jealousy. "You think you can take my wife?" He spat. "Love isn't something you own, Kamu," David said, his voice calm despite the danger. Kamu raised his fist, but before he could strike, a voice rang out. "Enough." An old woman stepped forward, Nana Wakike, the village elder. She had been watching from the shadows. "The spirits have eyes," she said. "And they have spoken." Everyone froze. No one in the village dared to go against Nana Wakike's wisdom. "The love between David and Christabell was written long before Kamu claimed her," she continued. "And the spirits do not forget." Kamu's men hesitated. Even he seemed shaken. That night, Kamu was forced to face his truth. Christabell would never love him. And she was not his possession. Days later, Christabell left Kamu. It was not easy. It was not without pain. But for the first time in years, she felt free. And as she stood by the riverbank once more, David took her hand, just like he had, all those years ago. Because true love never dies.